Today we're checking out the Greatever G2 full face mask. I've seen these masks before, but this will be my first time using one. These things look like a ton more fun and much more practical than the old snorkel face mask that we all grew up with that just were uncomfortable and just squished your face really awkwardly. So I think these ones look awesome, and they kind of make me think of those oxygen masks from Avatar. Now, even though we have lakes, reservoirs, swimming pools out here in Utah, I want to try this somewhere much more fun. So we'll go check these out at a cool beach, and I'll come back and let you know my thoughts, kind of the pros and cons and my experience using this. And if I heard right, there's a princess with a ship that can get us there, so we'll see if I can find that. That's not it. That's not it either. Where the heck is this princess?
Hey, where's the princess?
Well, we made it on board, and there are tons of cool features, like
Pool 1, Pool 2, with the screen.
the gym.
Pool 2.
You just have to say that you're fine when you're not really fine, but you just can't get into it.
Pool 4.
All right, we're finally on our way, and I'm excited to see how this works out. Now that we've seen how those worked out, let's see how they do in the water. What a fun trip. That was down in Cabo San Lucas, Mexico, if you were curious. Now let's go over the pros and cons of the mask, and let me tell you what I thought about using this. So the very first thing that I like is they come in a carry bag, and the cool thing is it's got a hook at the bottom, and then the string that cinches the bag tight, it actually will hook into there, so then it's just like a little carrying pouch. So that's kind of nice. And you just unhook it, uncinch it, and you can get your mask out. And this bag is mesh, so any water will be able to drain out. All right, we got the mask here, and then it also comes with a detachable GoPro mount, which you saw. And now I really like this. I don't know if it's a newer model or if it was just another brand or something, but I've seen similar masks where they have a built-in GoPro mount right here. And I don't like that personally. I feel like you could snag or break, or if something were to happen, you're just out of luck. Whereas this one, when I was filming the video, I was able to snap this on at certain times, and then I just popped it off and used it like a handle to film when I wanted to go handheld. So great feature there. The next cool thing is this breaks down. It's like attached with an elastic here, like a nice rubber grip. But you'll actually just put the snorkel up. It's got a little groove. You just twist it into place, and then that stays on. Super easy. And then you've got this here to hold it on your head. The tightening straps are down here at the bottom. They can also unclip. You can pop those out if you prefer to wrap it around your head and clip it in. I just had it all the way loose And when I put it on, I just pulled the tightening tab down here by my jaw. So that made it pretty easy. One thing I noticed as well though, not quite a con, but when I put this on and I tried to tighten the mask, I noticed one side wouldn't like stay tightened down until I kind of like dove a little bit, and then the suction kind of compressed the mask onto my face. So then it held on just fine. But something to be possibly aware of is this isn't like super tight. Like you notice I can just pull it super easily. But the perks of this thing are awesome. I was actually very surprised how much I like this, especially over, you know, goggles or the old face masks that we kind of grew up using. This thing, like, I was actually very surprised how much I liked this. You've got a wide field of vision. The side here is clear, so you still have your peripheral vision. It's full, obviously. I was actually surprised that you can breathe through your nose or your mouth. And one thing, again, on kind of a downside on this, is you can't really, like, I never felt like I could take like a full deep breath. Like it felt like you kind of have to stay calm and collected, like just breathe casually. You can't like gulp air. I don't know if it's because there's a little ball in here that prevents any water getting in, if that made it like restricted some of the airflow on the intake. I'm not really sure, but like breathing was fine. You just to be aware, you can't gulp air in. So one thing too is like diving was actually really tricky, and it's been, I think the last time I dove around, did like a snorkeling thing in the ocean was like 2015. When I would try to dive, it got a little bit difficult to swim down. Like my body just wanted to buoy right back up to the surface, which isn't a mask thing. But the pro of that is, you know, being a snorkel, you can just glide along the surface super easy. And they've got a bunch of colors. I chose a black one, my wife chose a turquoise one, and I'm gonna try on this one. I'm leaving hers strapped, and I just uncinched it. Let's see, it looks a little tricky. I think you do have to unhook it to get it out, so I was hoping you could leave it clipped, but I guess not. Yeah, we just picked both of these up for a trip. My wife loved it just as much as I did. She had a great time diving down, seeing that shipwreck. That was super cool. Seeing like the pufferfish blow by, and there were like a ton of variety of fish. But it was super fun just kind of swimming around after them in these things. But I'll make sure to link these below. You can check out all the colors that they have. I think we got the XLs. We both have like big heads, so we went with the big size, but they do have other size options. And one last thing I will say that was a huge pro of these is I'd never once had this fog up on me. It actually has like a mouth guard in here, like a separation over your nose. So there's no breathing going up near your eyes. It's totally separated. I know that was a huge frustration as a kid. So I hope you enjoyed this. Let me know if you end up getting these. I'd love to hear your thoughts on them. I appreciate your time and thanks for watching, and I hope to see you in the next one.